Okay, this is Mr. Ridley's product design. We're looking at a product here. This is another music player or docking station, and this time we're looking at a much higher end unit. So we've already looked at one budget docking station, and now we're looking at a much more costly one and a much higher quality one. So the first thing we'll have a look at, just look at the case here, and just picking it up, it's very much heavier. It's quite a weighty item. It's got the connector here, the usual iPhone connector, but surprisingly it doesn't have any options to put the 3.5mm jack or any other connections there, but then it's just marketed as an iPhone or iPlayer, you know, for playing Apple products. If we look at the power connector, we just put this at one side a minute and look at the power connector, we can see that the transformer, the power transformer, is a much more durable, heavy-duty item. We've got the CE marking on here, and we've got the WE markings on there. Those markings are also, I think, on the base here. So again, if we look at the base of this unit, it's got CE markings and it's got the WE markings. Okay. If we just have a look at the case, as I say, much heavier duty. It's got really nice set of 6 rubber feet there, so the thing stands, doesn't move about, won't scratch the table surface. Okay, so if we have a look at this, the first thing we can do is we just carefully lever off this speaker grill, and again, going with the quality theme, you see the speaker grill is actually formed out of a possibly a stainless steel mesh, which gives it a quality feel, gives it weight, and looks quite nice as well. So if we take that off, and we can see our speakers in here. Now if we look at our speakers in here, and it's evident these are much higher quality speakers. We can also see there's an amplifier here, and if we just lever that out, we can see also the amplifier has a built-in aluminium cast at these fins here. This is a heat sink. So the heat generated by the components in the amplifier are actually, they built this in to, we can see that there. Look at that, you've got this cast aluminium heat sink. So that's in there. If we look at the speaker design, that's really quite interesting here. We've got a port, which you can see my finger goes in there into the port, and the port goes from behind here and down, so there's obviously a sort of base port to drive that. We can have a look at these speakers, and as I say, you can see they're a much higher quality speaker. They're fitted in with quite large screws. The rest of our electronics are underneath this case here. These, this case is again injection moulded, but if we look at the gloss on this, I think we can say that this is probably a ABS. It's probably cast out of ABS, which just gives it a better look. It gives it a higher, glossier image look, and it's a much thicker material as well. You know, it's a much thicker piece. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get these out. This speaker. If we take the speaker out here, and we can see that there's some foam there. If you can see the speaker there, a much bigger speaker altogether, built into an enclosure, and it has a plastic paper seal around there to actually seal, make it an airtight enclosure. So, as I say, if we look at this Bose unit, much higher quality. They've the circuit board is mounted much more securely, given a heat sink. The speakers are mounted in their own enclosures, and it's been ported to increase the quality of the sound. So that's our Bose high-end docking station.